guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd do a little bit of a get ready with me. I kind of want to say it's a little bit holiday season inspired, but without the red lip. So I've already moisturised my face. Now with that I've used my simple moisturiser, which I use all the time. I feel like this is really good, especially in the winter because of how thick it is, and I feel like you really need that extra bit of hydration during the cold weather. So I've already put that on, and now I'm going to go in with my Make 24-hour Superstay. I'm just going to be applying this with my little sponge as well. I'm going to be using this mirror as well, like I normally always do. Is everybody like all prepared for Christmas now? Considering it's like next week, I feel like it's gone super quick now all of a sudden. Luckily I'm mostly sorted now. I think I just have to wrap one or two more things and then I'm done, which is good. What's everybody's favourite Christmas song as well, if you actually have one, that is? Sometimes it's hard to pick, isn't it? Let's kind of get you in the mood. Normally I struggle when it comes to getting into the Christmas spirit, but this week I've just kind of been listening to the music and wrapping presents, and that's never enough done it for me. But my favourite Christmas song ever, I would say, would have to be Fairy Tale of New York. Like every time I hear it, it just puts me in a really happy mood. Which is what you want, especially at that time of year. Are you the kind of person that will put like a full face of makeup on and really dress up for Christmas, like for Christmas Day? Or are you more a pyjama person? Because I'm kind of in between. Like last year I was just pyjamas, and then the year before that I went like full face of makeup, pretty sparkly dress and the full hog. Definitely taking full advantage of this heater as well. It's absolutely freezing here. Like when I say freezing, that doesn't quite cut it. It's like 4 degrees, but it feels like 2. And it's so foggy and murky and horrible outside. Like really horrible. I'm just going to apply a little bit more. The best thing about using the sponge instead of a brush, really, just because I feel like you have a little bit more judgment on how much you're putting on. Which is great. Just rubbing this in until, dabbing it in until I'm kind of happy that it's all blended out properly. I should look really pale against this white, wouldn't I? Should probably get something to hang up, but there's nowhere really that I can hang anything. So yeah. Alright, I feel like that is blended in enough. Does anybody as well actually get like proper white Christmas? Well, like I've had snow the other year, but it wasn't actually on Christmas itself. Although I did get to build quite an impressive snowman, even if I do say so myself. Normally, like, we only get like this much snow, so my snowmen are normally like this big. And the other year I actually built one that was my height near enough, which is like 5'6", and I give it a milk walk and everything. It was pretty cool. Oh yeah, I'm just going in with bronzer, which is this one. It's really weird because like a few years ago I used to prefer blush over bronzer, and now it's like I haven't worn blusher in years, I kind of want to say. I just start off at the highest point in my cheekbone as well, and then come down a little bit, just that I don't have it really intense like here. Just that I don't have it really intense like here. Need to try and find space as well to get my eyebrows waxed, because like I'm at that stage where I've got a few there, but it's not like enough to fully like full on get them done. But if I leave it, it'll be like in the middle of the Christmas period where I can't get them done and they'll be really bad, and like I'm alright at plucking them myself, but this bit here I always find a little bit more harder knowing which ones to actually pull out. I'm just doing the same on the other side. Kind of just build it up as much as I feel like I need to. It can be quite difficult sometimes because I'm quite pale. Like it's quite easy to go overboard with it because I want to warm my face up, but then I kind of don't want to look muddy at the same time. So just trying to get that balance in between. I'm just going to put a little bit onto my temples and my forehead area now. How pretty is this brush, by the way? I have shown it before, but like every time I use it I'm just like, ooh. So I sell custom jewellery, not that I've made it or anything. I buy it and then kind of resell it on. I was thinking about doing a similar thing when it comes to makeup brushes. Yeah, if any of you guys think that's a good idea, let me know, because I'm kind of in two minds with it. Like I'm always after new makeup brushes myself, but it's just whether it'd be worth buying it to then like resell it, because I don't want to buy like a big bulk of them and then they don't sell. Sorry about the tapping of the access, by the way. I always kind of go really hard at it. I'm just going to put a little bit onto my jawline. And with this I do like the tiniest amount as well, because on this bit it is really easy to make yourself look a bit muddy and have like that really horrible line there. Which I've only actually done once, which is good. I met up with one of my friends and you were happy enough to tell me about it, which I mean, I'd prefer people to tell me about it, just that, you know, you can sort it out instead of going around all day with it looking like that. Let's fully blend that in. These brushes as well are so soft, like so soft. So I am now happy with my bronzer, I think. Yeah. Does anybody actually have like a wish list and stuff for Christmas? Because I never actually write a wish list out or anything. Like I will look in like the Argos catalogue and stuff like that and see things that I like. But I'm one of them people that I prefer buying other people, and like I don't like asking for things, even if there'd be something that I really, really want. I never necessarily ask for it. I'm just going in with the Baked Tri-Blend highlighter as well by GRWM. This is by far the best highlighter I've ever had. Like, it's really good. I just apply that with my finger and then blend it in afterwards with the same brush that I use for the bronzer. Blend it in. Has anybody got any favourite songs as well that they're listening to at the minute? Keep getting Bowling for Soup in my head. Like, all the time. It's a little bit crazy. Also, is there like a favourite Christmas film that any of you guys watch? I don't necessarily have a favourite, but I do quite enjoy watching The Grinch. And, oh god, what is it called? Is it The Polar Bear Express? I think it might be, where the little kid kind of goes on the train and it's just really magical and stuff. It's nice just to sit down and like have great food, great company. I'm just putting a little bit on the tip of my nose and my cupid's bow. And blend it in with a brush because that looks kind of insane at the minute. I'm surprised I don't sneeze, you know, when I'm doing this. And then I'm just going to kind of go all over my face with the brush just to make sure that everything kind of merges together a little bit more. I always do this step, I never used to, but I can't stop doing it now. What's everybody's plans for Christmas as well? Like, do you go out over the holiday season? Or are you want to spend it with like family and stuff? Sorry for all the questions, I kind of just get really interested in these things. If you couldn't already tell. So that is my highlighter done. Next I'm going to go on to eyes. Now for that I'm just going to do I have my brush here? Yeah. Use this little guy, which I'm going to use for my transition now. Transition shade. I'm very tongue-tied today, I don't know what it is. And for that I'm just going to use this shade here, which is Cup of Tea. Again, tap off the excess and just run it into my crease line. Crease line sounds so weird, doesn't it? A little bit, she says. I always frown a lot as well when I do this. I never noticed until I started filming myself. So I apologise for that. I think it's because I have like quite hooded eyes, so like to really see and get in there, I kind of have to frown a little bit. Right, so that is my transition shade done. Next, I'm going to put this little brush away and I'm actually going to go in with my fingers because they're shimmer shades and I feel like I kind of get a better payoff by doing it that way. So I think I'm going to go in with this colour here, and then I might apply a little bit of this copper colour just on the outer part of my eye, but again we'll see how we go. So if you could let me know down in the comments. Colour, which is really pretty actually. I mean, look at that. This is just Sylph's palette as well. It's the first one that she did, the only one that I kind of own currently, but I picked it up just because it has loads of different colours in, and I really enjoy watching her as well. But I mean, for £10 for all of those shades, you really can't go back. You really can't go wrong, can you? Love. Okay. Does anybody know where you can get a tall tripod? But it's not going to cost. I'm really tempted as well to do like a video. Anybody has any recommendations of where kind of stepping out of my comfort zone when it comes to eyeshadow colours, and maybe doing my eyes before my base, which I never ever do. If that's something that you guys would be interested in, let me know and I might try filming it. Another thing as well, I've no idea how it will turn out, but like just colours that I wouldn't normally use at all, I've been thinking about lately. So right, so that's the inner part. Now I'm going to go into the copper shade that I showed you just now. Probably should have brought a wipe over here with me, but it's a bit too late now. Which is this colour. It's stunning. I quite like copper on my eyes though, because I have brown eyes. Right, now put but it's all good. So might be worth giving it a go. That's better. Let's press it on. Right, now I've put that on, I'm just going to use my other finger and to go back into that gold shade and just kind of merge the two together a little bit. Wipe my finger off a little bit because I feel really handsy today. And now, where did I put it? Here it is. I'm just going to go in with a little bit of eyeliner, just dip my finger into the wrong shade. This one, and it is by Avon, which is amazing because it's affordable. And it's also a really, really good eyeliner. Like, it's quite hard to find jet black eyeliner sometimes. But this one kind of does the job, and because it's a felt tip, I feel like it's a little bit more easier to apply sometimes. Has anybody as well actually tried those stamps that you can get that kind of wing it out for you? I'm really curious. My sister keeps saying that she struggles with eyeliner, and I feel like if they're decent and easy to use, she'd probably get on with it really, really well. So if anybody has tried it and feel like it's decent, do let me know. The only thing is though, with it being a felt tip, you kind of have to shake it up a little bit sometimes because of the angle, the ink, yeah, I suppose I'll say that, doesn't always go straight to the tip. for my eyes is going to be mascara. For that, it's going to be the Mega Volume Miss Baby Roll Mascara, which is by L'Oreal. This one is probably one of my favourite mascaras. I feel like it just it makes the most out of your eyelashes. I'm not one for wearing false eyelashes. In fact, I've never tried wearing false eyelashes at all. Because I have long natural eyelashes anyway, so I just don't see the point. But with this wand, it kind of spirals, so it really grabs the eyelashes. Kind of starting to feel like I need a new one of them as well. Feels like it's getting a little bit low. Just gonna go ahead and apply this. There's always one eye as well that goes so much better than the other eye all the time. So I kind of got a little bit here. What I'll do is I'll let that dry and then take it off. It's much easier to remove mascara if you let it dry. If you try getting it off while it's wet, it'll just smear and it'll be a lot more of a pain to get off. Just a little tip there if you didn't know that already, which I mean majority of you probably know that already, but putting it out there anyway. I always do my top eyelashes as well before going on to my bottom eyelashes. I don't know why, I've just always kind of done it that way. Does anybody actually have a favourite mascara? If they do, what is it? I've tried a few, but there's only really two that I get on with, which is this one and I think it's by Max Factor. It's in like a luminous green tube, and it's amazing. It has the thinnest one, so you can really get in at the roots and stuff. So yeah, and that again is drugstore, so it's super affordable. Last thing I have left to do is my lips, and for that I'm just going to use this one, which is by PS, and it is from the Primark range. I actually got these in a pack of 4, but I use them all the time, all the time. They're just really good. All we have left to do is take out my hair, although it does kind of try and get an outfit shot in. Which I'm not really sure. Nice, deep, rampy looking colour, and that's the kind of colours that I always go for. I did used to wear a Christmas presents but it's hard finding the shade of red that I like. I kind of like really vibrant front room right now. True deep red. Not that I'm complaining, because I don't like the orangey spirit and all that. I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I will see you guys in a second.